So tell me a little bit. We're going to get to the actual live part, but tell me. You said you have three children.
I
There's my
do.
daughter coming in. So tell me about them a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So I've got three. They're all adults and in their 20s. And a couple of them live locally where I am in Southern California. And one actually lives in Portugal. And so, uh,
Oh,
yeah, so it's an interesting shift when they get to be older and you don't
yeah,
see them as
I,
much anymore. But yeah, so, and
I
there goes one
agree.
to work now. Bye.
Bye. Well, I kind of
Yeah.
have the same. Yeah, I have the same. I mean, mine are. My oldest is 32. Is that right, sis? Or are you 33? 32 or 33? Might be 33. Anyway, um, she lives in Tennessee, so we
Oh.
have 33. Okay, so we have that, and then my baby just walked in, and she's how old are you? 22, almost 23. Almost 24 next week, almost 24. So anyway, um,
It's hard to
so
remember.
yes, and I have two boys in the middle, but um,
Oh.
yeah. So I guess we are going to kind of just get started a little bit with this. So
Yeah. Yeah, let's
I
do it.
think. Yeah, so welcome to Sharing Kitchens Live. And today I have the amazing Betty Williams. I have been I just absolutely in love with this woman since I first met
Oh.
her. Saw her with Rebecca, just charming, and her food, her publications, everything is so bright and refreshing, and it just has a different look to it, a different appeal than a lot of of course we're all different, but hers just has this very light feeling to it, and it makes me remember California, and I loved California. I was just there last
Oh.
year. So
Oh.
yeah, so I am so excited to introduce Betty. And if you don't know me, which I think most of you that are on here do, but I'm Jen Sharp, and this is Sharing Kitchens Live. And our we have a social club, the Rue and Shoe Social Club, that kind of started this about 10 years ago. We have about, usually 40, 50 people that we have maybe three or four parties a year. And it's a really great group. And our whole thing is just inviting people. So we always have new people. It's just a place where people can feel safe and um, loved, and come and have a cocktail and enjoy some good food and music. And it's all a great time. So that is who I am. And I'm going to pass over to Betty because Betty is making some amazing tacos tonight. And I'm going to be making those along with her. And anyone out there, let us know if you are cooking or making a cocktail or both. We'd love to know.
Yeah. Well, first, Jen, I want to say that, it was so fun to first know about you and your amazing parties. I think it was from Rebecca Blackwell's post. She was in your corner of the world, and just the photos were gorgeous. You are obviously the hostess with the mostest. And so I was
Oh,
like,
please.
really over the
But
top
thank you.
beautiful. So just that is that, it's not easy to be a hostess like that. And you just seem to pull it off. So I have a lot to learn from you on that one.
Oh, please. For me, it's about I have so many kids, and and kids and kids friends and their partners. And so it starts with a core. And then I mean, I have four children. It's not so many. It's just all their friends are also my adopted children. So I really have
Yeah.
like 20. But yeah, it's a good start. You just so right. So many adopted kids. Exactly, Alex.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sweet.
So anyway, and I appreciate that though. I really do. So tell us
Oh.
about your what you've got going on today.
Okay, well, today we're making one of my favorite things in the world, which is tacos. I love tacos. I live in
Me
Southern
too.
California, and we eat a lot of tacos. I know I had a subscriber ask me one time, like, so what do you put in a taco? I'm like, basically anything you want.
Any
So,
right, right, right.
and what's so fun too is living in California. you've been here. There's so many different cuisines, so many different influences. And so
Yeah.
I love the little mashup, like Korean tacos. And so these today are kind of like a Japanese Mexican mix. And so we're doing shrimp tempura tacos. And so
Love it.
most people have been to a Japanese restaurant and they probably had shrimp tempura, which is,
Right.
fried shrimp. I'll show
Right.
you like these little guys right here. And
Right.
we're taking a shortcut because we're not going to actually batter and fry these. You can get
Right.
these everywhere at Costco.
Now, I had trouble finding them just in my local grocery, but they had, of course, Cajun battered shrimp because where are we in
Oh,
Louisiana? So
yes.
I got
Yes.
that. So we're having something a little different. I wish I could have done the tempura, but that's okay. So I'm having a little variation, but
Yeah. I mean, I think any kind of
hi,
like
Molly. Molly's joined. Glad to have you on.
those stones that Molly posted this morning looked amazing, by the way. I don't know if you saw
Oh, I didn't
those.
see that. No, I
Yes,
didn't.
they looked great.
I will
Amazing.
be looking those up, Molly.
Yes. So that's the main ingredient in our tacos today is the shrimp tempura. And then we're gonna do, it's always nice in a taco to have something sharp and acidic. So we're gonna do some quick pickled red onions. I mean, really quick pickled, meaning like they're just gonna sit for a few minutes. So easy.
Right.
And then the last little drizzle that's going to go on them is a jalapeno lime crema. So this is a mayonnaise-based sauce, super easy. It's got some jalapeno and cilantro and lime in it. So very,
Oh.
rich and
Yes, I
delicious.
had a little pre-taste, I'm going to tell you. And my sister is also on Mojo. Hello, Mojo. I didn't see her come on, but she's on. Okay, good deal. Yay. So I'm so excited about this. I do need to ask I don't want to scream over you, but I need to ask my daughter if she brought my rice vinegar because
Oh,
I
yeah.
called her and I was like, I don't see it. And she said, I don't have yours, but I have some. I said, okay, bring it. So hold on
Oh,
just 1 second and you can finish talking about that.
okay. Okay. Well, that's so nice that you have a daughter close by to bring you some rice vinegar. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit more just about California cuisine.
Yeah.
Honestly, with this mashup of stuff, you just kind of have a fun time. I really enjoy, putting all these things together and it's a big, beautiful mess, I think.
Well, that's the best time. That's my life and my house and my hair. That's kind of everything. No, that's great. That sounds
This is why
awesome.
we're friends.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I'm
So our
excited to hear about your cocktail.
Oh, okay. So we are going to make the drunken monk. So I think there technically is a drink online somewhere because I looked this up several years ago and I wanted to name this the drunken monk. That there was a drink that's the drunken monk. So it's not this one, but and so I started calling it the toasted monk, but it just doesn't
Oh,
have the same ring as seeing a monk falling down drunk. And the reason for that is because it's Frangelico, of course.
yeah.
So today, that's what we're gonna make. And my husband just walked in, waved to everyone, baby, come see. Wave. Coming in from work, so he's exhausted.
Oh.
um, okay, so
So
we're gonna make this a couple of ways because Bailey is here too. You want a drink, baby? Okay, so I'm going to make this two ways. I'm going to do the layered one, like you saw in the post. So it
okay.
was just like the drink was separated, and then you just mix it up and you drink it. And then I'm going to also do a shaken one, and then put it in a chilled coupe glass because it does make it like colder and it is different. Everything is all mixed together and
Okay.
shaken. So it's a different one. So I'm just gonna make two of those.
Okay.
And
Okay.
for those out there, I see there's 9 of y'all. Um, please tell me your favorite drink. And if anybody is making a drink along with us, some people don't like the same ingredients. I mean, sometimes if I'm watching one of these with the Rebecca or something, I'll make a different drink.
Oh, sure.
because I don't have whatever she has or whatever. So let us know if
Okay.
you're making a drink. And I'm going to shift this phone down so y'all can see my setup here.
Okay. That's so fun. Actually, Jen, I want to tell you that I did not have Kahlua, but I had another coffee liqueur. So that's what I am um, going to use, which is called Camorra. And oh, I saw
Oh,
somebody put
nice.
lemon. I saw somebody put lemon drop. That's my friend right there, I'm sure, because I read.
Oh,
Oh, it's Catherine. Hello, B. Well, I'm a lemon drop girl too. But anyway, I am using this coffee liqueur called Camorra. It's also from Mexico. It's
nice.
just another brand. So just FYI, there's a lot of brands out there.
Nice. Yes. You know what? I go to Whole Foods frequently here. They won't carry Kahlua. Probably has high fructose corn syrup in it. So they have a couple of different variations that I've bought before too.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so let me grab our ice out of the freezer.
I should be doing this too. I'll get my ice.
Can you see? Because I can't. It's Facebook. Can you see what I'm doing here?
Yeah, I can see what you're doing.
You can see my drink? Okay.
I
All right.
can.
So for this one, I am going to just put some ice in this, and you can layer it either way. I think it's beautiful when you have the cream and then you
Mhm.
have the dark flowing through it. It makes
Yeah.
it's really nice. The other way is nice as well because when you put the nutmeg on top, you can actually see it. So there's a little bit of an aesthetic thing going on there. And then we'll do the shaken one, which of course is all mixed together. And for today, I am using can you see this? The Sown Organic Oat Cream Unsweetened. This stuff is magic. You can
Oh.
make anything with this. Shrimp with white sauce, anything. It acts just like heavy whipping cream. It doesn't lend a flavor.
Oh,
It has kind of a hint of nut, so it's so
I'm
good.
gonna write this down because I have not tried that brand before.
Yeah, and let me tell you, when you try to order it on Amazon or something, they are frequently out because it is everybody just goes in and buy, tons of it. So
Yeah.
especially, people who are vegan and they're and have diet restrictions and they can't have dairy. So okay. So I am going to start with, I think, how am I going to layer this? Let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah. Um,
What do we
I think,
do?
okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cream first in this one.
Okay.
And I am just putting about a half of this. Now, this has a good bit of ice in here. So it's probably a couple of shots, but
Okay.
the cream first. And then I'm going to put a shot of Kahlua.
I'm making mine too.
And this is just a layered thing. It's all about that process. Let's see if I can get this off. Right.
Is it bad if
Sorry,
I don't
guys.
measure?
No, no. Are you kidding me? You've seen my hair, my house, my husband's hair. You think I'm measuring? No. All right. Well, it's a bohemian lifestyle we live here, Betty. Okay. So for this, as you can, let's see if I can show you this from the side. Then it has an ombre.
It
And
sure
then you
does.
to serve it like that, then you can just do, I want to make sure you can see. Then you can just do a little
I think I put enough in mine.
nutmeg on top, and it
Oh,
just gives a little hint. Now, of course, to drink it, you're going to want to stir it.
stir it. Okay.
Yeah. So, B, you want the layered one? Okay. All right. So, this is going
Stir
to
it.
be for Bailey.
I love that
This
you're
is
also making for others there.
bartender,
Yeah.
essential. Okay. There you go.
Ooh,
You're
yummy.
welcome.
That's good. That tastes great.
If you've ever had a toasted almond, this is just the Frangelico version.
Yeah.
So anybody who has come on, please just give us a little emoji or because I have my screen turned down, so I didn't see who these other people are who have come on. So let me know you're here. Put a little emoji or send a message, and your name will scroll up there so I can see it. And I am going to make the shaken one now, and
Okay.
then we will turn it over to tacos.
Okay. Well, I'll show you what mine looks like. I stirred mine together, so it looks a little muddy.
I love it. Oh, I usually end up doing one in a rocks glass. That's beautiful. That's usually how I do it. Like at a restaurant, that's usually how they do it. Hi, Kaylee! Yay! Yeah. Did you see the post? Kaylee and I met up in Atlanta. It was
Yes.
yeah. I mean, like fast friends.
So fun. That's awesome. I know. I keep
Okay.
thinking we need to do like, I don't know, food stack writer road trip or something.
I would love that.
We just
Yes,
go and
I
visit
would
all
love.
of our friends in the US and then we'll fly over to England and visit all our
Right.
friends there.
Oh goodness! I'll just tell my husband. I'm sorry. I can't go to work anymore. I'm just traveling. Sorry, honey.
We're visiting our Substack friends.
Right. Exactly. All right. I am going to put some
Somebody says
ice.
we need to do a food writer retreat at a cabin. That's another idea.
Nice.
I like
Yes, and Alex is in Tennessee. So how much do you want to bet that's where she wants us to do?
She's got
All
plans.
right.
That's so fun.
Okay. So
Well,
for this one, this is not going to be a surprise at all. We're just going to put everything in here and give it a whirl.
okay.
So
Meanwhile, I'm going to drink.
sounds good.
It's very, it's really delicious. I can imagine this might even be good hot, like on a
Oh,
in a
that's
winter
interesting. Yeah, like in coffee or something. I actually have never tried it that way. Yeah,
time.
that's true. And then
Yeah, yum.
of these.
Look at your cute little creamer thing. That's so nice. You
This
just
is
pour it
my
in the
this is what I use for coffee every morning. Okay.
Wow. You're a
All
lady.
right. So we are going to I'm not shaking my age. Y'all don't have enough time.
Ah.
So I'm going to shake this and get it in a coupe glass, and then we can get started on tacos.
Now, Jen, do you have a big, I'm guessing you probably have a really big cocktail glass collection.
I break them so much that it doesn't stay. Like, I mean, I say huge. I have a big china cabinet with
Oh,
plethora of crystal and whatnot, which we do, even some of those get broken sometime, but I am careful to not use those all the time. But we have a back bar that has a bunch of glasses and I'm
oh,
always replacing them. Like my favorite right now is this one, which my sister Molly, you're looking. Here's your glasses. She gave me these, and
those are
they're my
beautiful.
favorites right now.
Beautiful.
So, okay, so I am just pouring this into this chilled glass and do a little nutmeg and
So pretty. Love that.
to everyone's health.
Okay. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Yes, I did, Alex. I did freeze my coupe glass first.
Oh, very smart. That's
Yeah,
really smart.
she's asking me on the. Can you see those comments on your screen,
Yes.
or is it just on
Yeah.
mine? Okay.
Yeah, no, I can see them. Yeah, they're
Okay.
scrolling across my neck right now. I see at the bottom.
Right. I know. I hate that. They've got to get this figured out. Matt has joined. Hey, Matt. So we have now made the drink, Matt, and we are headed on to the tacos. So Betty, if you want to take it away,
Okay.
let's
Yeah.
hit making these gorgeous tacos.
Okay. So we can start a couple different ways, but let's start with the quick pickled onions first, just so they can do their thing, while
Hmm.
we prepare the rest of the dish. And so what you're going to get, if you guys see the recipe, is you're going to take some red onions. You're going to slice them up very thin, and I did not do mine prior to, so I'm going to chop as I talk. But you're going to do your red onions, and yes, you could use a mandolin if you've got a mandolin. That's always a great thing to use. But it's also, nice. You can practice your knife skills as well. So that's what I'm doing. Practicing my knife skills.
Awesome. I did a lot of this ahead of time because I just wasn't sure. Just in case, in case I needed to do something else. And Claudia is on. Hey, Claudia. So glad you're here.
Hello, all. Oh, my friend Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
All
Okay.
right. So we are cutting up these red onions as thin as we can get them. I didn't do such a good job on this one, but that's all right.
So is this the way, it's just like this?
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
Okay.
Oh, you did a nice job on yours. So we're just going to add those to our little bowl here. And then you're going to add some rice vinegar at a quarter cup, just enough to cover those. And the vinegar is, of course, what's going to pickle it. Quick pickle, I should say.
There we go. I was trying to just get my
No.
food. Okay.
Right.
So how much are we doing of the vinegar?
I'm sorry, quarter cup.
Yeah.
Quarter
No,
cup
it's
of
not your
rice.
fault. I didn't have I didn't have it until Bailey came in. So
Oh, that's right. Your daughter brought it. And somebody's asking, what are we cooking tonight? We're doing shrimp tempura tacos with a jalapeno lime crema. And we just made Jenn's drunken monk cocktail.
Claudia, if you want to make the cocktail, Claudia, it's super easy. Just do equal parts cream, frangelico, and Kahlua, and you can shake it or layer it over ice. Okay.
All right. So we're doing a quarter cup of the rice vinegar. We're doing a half teaspoon of kosher salt and a half teaspoon of sugar.
Right.
Whatever kind of sweetener you want. It's just a balance between the two. And then you're going to stir that together. And if you're using red onions like I am, your vinegar is going to turn pink very quickly. But it's fine. It likes to draw that color out.
When I was chopping this today, I was just thinking how beautiful red onion is. It's just
I know.
aesthetically, it's just so gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is. I know, gosh, I think it was Ellen. Yeah. She was talking about the different plant compounds that make things purple and red and
Yeah.
yeah, she would know what they're
Yeah.
called. I can't remember. So
Yeah,
okay,
I'm always bad with all that polyphenols and all these other things. But yeah, it's all good for you and you should eat the rainbow.
yes, eat the rainbow. That's right. So we're just going to set these onions aside and let them do their thing. They're going to soften and so next, what we're going to do is take our little shrimp tempura, and you'll want to just follow your whatever the package says.
I'm gonna go turn mine on. Okay.
I would imagine most packages are going to tell you to either air fry it or, toast it in your oven, maybe a toaster oven. I would want to show you the package that I got. This was at my local grocery store. And these are called Aquastar tempura shrimp. They come 12 to a package, but you can use whatever you can find.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, like you found the Cajun ones, which I think is going to be so delicious. So,
Yeah.
so I'm going to go shove these in my little toaster oven and
Gotcha.
be right back.
All right. All right. Checking to see who is on here. And I guess nobody's cooking with us. Did somebody say they were making a lemon drop? Or was that you saying that was your favorite?
We've got some folks that like lemon drops, which I love those too. All right. So while that heats up, depending on whatever you're doing it in, it might be, 10-ish minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Um, what we can do is make the other component, which is the jalapeno lime crema. And
Gotcha.
so this is super easy. Um, it starts with mayo. This is a mayo-based dressing, and you can use whatever kind of mayonnaise. Some people are very fancy. They make their own mayo, which is great. But they do have ones that are non-egg, so whatever
Yeah.
kind of mayo you like. Yeah. I'm gonna grab mine from
Right.
the fridge because it's very warm
Okay.
in my kitchen. Um,
Yes, mine too. I have a fan on. And
yeah.
apparently, my sister Molly is cooking with us and
Oh,
making a
nice.
cocktail. So I know it's not my cocktail. She doesn't drink this. She's making her own cocktail, and I know what it is. Um, but but she is cooking with us. So yay.
Oh,
And
yay, Molly.
yay.
All right, so to make this crema, we're gonna use about a third cup of mayo. And I say about because this is kind of a loosey-goosey recipe. You can adjust amounts, to make it the consistency you like, but a third of a cup is a good place to start. Um, Add that to a bowl, and then you are going to add some finely chopped jalapeno pepper and some finely chopped cilantro. So I have in the recipe 1 to 2 tablespoons, and it's really up to you, like how
Yeah.
hot do I want this? Like what's
Right.
my taste tummy going to be okay with, So
Yeah.
um and if you really don't like cilantro, because I know some people don't, you
Yeah.
can use another herb. So, you can
I made
adjust.
two, one without cilantro and one with because my husband
Oh,
doesn't like cilantro.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I know that a lot of people probably already know this, but it is sort of like gosh, what is it? A DNA inherited thing when people,
Right.
it's
The tasting
like
like
soap.
soap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's what they said. Personally,
I
I think he just doesn't give it a chance, but I'm kidding. There's a lot of people who say it tastes like soap to them.
Yes,
So I made
yes.
two different ones. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to be considerate like that. But yeah, I have a friend, and she's actually her heritage is Mexican, and she cannot stand cilantro. She's like, I know it's in every Mexican dish, but she's like, she can't eat it. She's like, no way. I
He
have to
he
do
he can't either. Now he loves Mexican food, but he does not
Oh,
like cilantro. So we just
yeah.
did two different versions. So that's okay. It was super easy. I mean, it's not like it wasn't anything difficult. So
Yeah, not
yeah.
at all. Yeah. All
I
right.
think I put
So,
too much jalapeno in mine, but
oh, whoops.
I was
Yeah.
looking at it thinking, wow, I'm gonna be a little warm. So
Well, once you get that chopped up, you can add it to your mayo. And then what you're going to add is about a tablespoon of fresh lime juice. Um, and you and I both have said this before that fresh citrus juice is always best.
yeah,
Bottled is just not that great. But depending on where you live in the world, that might not be your reality. So,
yeah.
if you only have
Good
bottled,
point.
then
Yeah.
just have bottled. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to do about a tablespoon and then mix it all together and then taste it. And then, you know, depending on how I don't know, how limey you like it, you might want to add some extra lime or add a little bit of water to thin it out. You're going to be, this is going to be your little garnish on your cocktail or not your
Yeah.
cocktail, your
Not
garnish.
on the cocktail, no. No,
Yeah.
I agree. I actually threw a little sour cream in it too, just to kind of give like that instead of having so much of a mayo taste. Because
Yeah.
I made it like just straight from the recipe first, and then I added a little of sour cream to it too. So yeah, it just kind of gave it that other dimension. Yeah, it's good, good. It's very good. It's delicious.
Well, good. So, yeah, you get it to the consistency you like. We set that aside. Um, while the shrimp are cooking, I think my timer went off, so hopefully they are done pretty soon. I do want to talk a little bit about the tortillas, because corn tortillas, they a lot of times, break.
Crap.
Um, yes, they break my heart too, but sometimes you can find, and I found these at the store. They are a blend of corn and wheat. So they're called criolla, I think. So um, I know they're not everywhere, but they have a little bit of wheat in them, so they're very flexible.
Right.
You might be able to
I
find them.
tried I tried to find them, and there must have been 100 choices of tortillas, and I could not find one that was a half and half. But there was a
Yeah.
local one made that had, even though it's flour, it
Mm.
has this. Um, well, I say that. Let me see.
But you can
Mm,
really use whatever you like. I mean, some people prefer flour, some people like corn. So,
No, I'm sorry. It's corn, but it's white corn, and they were much more flexible
oh yeah,
than the other ones. So that's what I got.
yeah.
And then I
So,
realized I've made tacos several times between doing these lives and then making them again. And I have like 7 different bags of, and I bought another one.
well, now you can do something fun with them.
Right? Now I need to have a Mexican party so I can use them all.
Have a taco party. I
Yep.
know. Carrie, who's one of our friends on our food writers group, she also did a taco party recently, and so she has a great time with that.
Good. Yeah, that's awesome.
So now we have all of our little elements. We've got our onions, we've got our tempura that I'm going to pull out of my little toaster oven, and then we've also got our jalapeno lime crema, and we have our tortillas. So you can heat these up in the microwave or however you like to heat them up. Some people heat them up on the stove, which I think is
Mhm.
also a really great way to do
Yeah.
it. Somebody says that the HEB stores in Texas carry some that are fabulous. I love HEB.
Yeah. That's Lori. That's Lori. I know
Yeah.
it cuts them off for you because it cuts the names off for you on the screen. Yeah. I think you can touch it and then scroll maybe.
Oh,
My
okay.
youngest taught me that. So so you can do that. Um, but yeah, I HEB stores in Texas. So good to know. Anybody
That
that
is.
would need that.
I
Yeah.
love HEB. I used to live in Austin years ago. I went to college there, and so I miss HEB actually.
Yeah.
That was a fun store. Okay, and then the other thing too, just if you want to add it, is you can have some shredded lettuce that you can add to your taco as well.
Mhm.
Some extra lime to squeeze on that. But let me grab the shrimp tempura, and then we will
I'm gonna
start
see if mine are ready
assembling.
too.
Yeah.
I've got 2 minutes left.
Oh, okay. Now something that we can talk about too is a lot of times with these, um, the shrimp tempura, they will still have the tails on, which of course is beautiful for presentation.
Right.
And in the little photo that I did for the newsletter, I left the tails on, of course, because it looks pretty. But when it comes down to it, when you're eating them, like who wants the tails on? So, um,
Yeah. Agreed.
reality
Agreed.
is, the reality is if you're eating them and or you're putting them out on a like a taco buffet, you will definitely want to cut the little tails off just so you don't have to mess with it. Not everybody likes to
Yeah.
touch
Yeah.
their food when they're trying to down a
I've
taco.
I've just got like a minute left on mine, and then we can you can make one there. I'll make one here, and we will display that. And then I don't well, we don't have a way to see anyone else's. I hate that. Maybe they'll be able to send pictures in the messages one day.
Oh yeah, to see their little cocktail and their
Yeah.
taco.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, and the onions. Yeah. So
Yes. Oh, well, while we're waiting, what we can do is by now, these onions have sat for a few minutes. Again, they're quick pickled. What we can do is just drain the vinegar out of them.
Okay.
And they are a little softer and flexible. Um,
Okay.
and this is something too that you can prepare earlier in the day. I didn't, but just because it is quick. But if, like, say, if you wanted to prepare them the night before,
Yeah.
that as well. Um, so we can drain that, and then you can also kind of pat them dry with a paper towel. You just don't want too much moisture in your taco.
Okay.
You don't want it to be soggy. So I will get this drained. Oh, that sounds like yours is done.
Yes. Grab my bowl over here. I'm going to bring my little display where y'all can see it. I just have it all on a tray together.
All right, these onions are looking good. I didn't do a very good job cutting them very thin, but that's okay.
I'm sure they're beautiful.
Nobody, nobody's died. It's good. All right, I'm going to drain real quick.
Okay.
And
I'm just getting these shrimp on, and then we are going to do a little
then we have our essential.
reveal here.
Yeah. So I'm going to pat these dry with just a quick pat down with the paper towel to help them to not be too saucy. But then again, hey, if you like yours a little saucier, that's okay too. All right. We got all our little elements. Well, I'm kind of feeling that cocktail now, Jen, because I didn't it's a little empty, so here I'm feeling a little drunken monk myself. I'm kind of a lightweight.
Yeah, I've gotten to where I want to drink that my Boho 76 every day, so I just keep weaning it down to the point where it now has no alcohol. My husband came in and it's just completely mocked. Yeah, I'm like, well, I can't drink them if they're like I'm drinking alcohol every day. So okay,
Yeah.
so here is my
Oh, look how pretty yours
little
looks.
display.
Gorgeous. Mine's a hot mess over here. Yours looks great. Oh my goodness.
All I did is set it on a cutting board, really. Okay, let me turn this around. Okay.
All right. How
Okay.
exciting. Okay, so
Yay.
now we are going to do our assembly. So you can now there's a couple ways to do this. If you want to, you can do a quick slather of the jalapeno lime crema on the tortilla. You can do that. You can also drizzle on top, but I do like to put a little bit on just to kind of, I don't know, it's like a little bit of glue, I guess, to help.
Hold it all together. That makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got a little on there. Okay.
Me too. And
now is lettuce going on first or is
let's do lettuce. Well, honestly, you could do whatever you want, but yeah, I do lettuce.
Okay.
And then a couple of these little tempura. And depending on the size of your tortilla, you might want to do more than two, but my tortillas are kind of small. So I'm going to do two.
Okay.
And then some of the quick pickled red onion.
Oh, this is so gorgeous.
So we'll do that.
Yay.
And a little squeeze of lime.
And a little squeeze of lime.
Lime makes everything better. All right.
Hand food. Okay.
All right.
Yay!
Oh, that's what
beautiful.
Like. Okay. All ready to take a
Okay,
bite?
guys. Here's the bite shot.
It's always so awkward eating on camera, but okay.
Oh, that's good.
That is
good. Delicious. Betty, thank you so much for this. This was so much fun. And you just did such a beautiful job. This is great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and my husband gets, at least he gets, every other Friday or so a cooked meal.
Oh,
He's going to love this. They're delicious. So everybody, I just want to say thank you so much for being here with us. And Betty, you can say bye. I don't want to just run right over you and not give you time to say bye. So say goodbye to your peeps.
all right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here. It sure was fun. And Jen, it's always a blast with you. Super fun.
Yeah, thank you. Same here. Okay, guys, y'all go have a great weekend, and we will see you next time on Sharing Kitchens Live.